afternoon, everyone. Firstly, welcome. We're also very happy to be here for this crucial World Cup qualifying match. We can see by your turnout here today how important this game is, and we're very happy to be here, and we look forward to a good game tomorrow night.
Now let's welcome player Milos Degenek to introduce the preparation of Team Australia.
Well, as the boss said, it's lovely to see you all. We're very happy we're here in China. It's obviously a very important game for both teams. We're excited about the game tomorrow. As you all know, it's very important that we win, obviously, and that we put our foot forward to qualifying for the World Cup, which is very important for us. And yeah, obviously looking forward to the game tomorrow.
Robbie Thompson for Network 10 for Tony. It's 6 months since the first game of you in charge of the Socceroos against China. How do you measure the progress of the team in that time? And one thing perhaps that hasn't necessarily changed is the slow starts to matches that we've been making. What have you done to try and change that or remedy that ahead of tomorrow?
Yes, our first game together for myself and the players was back in October when we played China. So it's been a bit of time since then, but obviously with the short amount of games and preparation that you have, it doesn't feel so long. But look, we feel we're making steps forward. We're certainly improving and adding players to the squad, and we believe we're getting stronger. You make a point about our starts. Yes, that's something that we understand we want to improve, which will make it easier for us. But we expect tomorrow a difficult opponent. They're at home. We expect them to come out very fast. We have to match that, but we also have to have the confidence and be brave to play the way we want to. So it's a good challenge. We come into the game with a lot of confidence. We have to show that tomorrow, but we must be prepared to fight really hard, as China will, I'm sure, because it's such a crucial game for both sides.
Joey Lynch for ESPN. Tony, Milos, thank you for your time this afternoon. Question for you, Tony. Can I first ask, just 25 players, are they all healthy and fit to contribute tomorrow if needed? And secondly, with Adam and Cassini leaving, Mitch Duke coming in as an injury replacement player, how do you approach the striker position tomorrow, and can Mitch play a role if called upon?
Yes, he can. Firstly, the squad is healthy, that we have the remaining players. Mitch has come in. He's looking good. He looks sharp and well. Very accustomed to, obviously, the Socceroos shirt and what's required, so he's fitted in quite easily. Yes, we have options for tomorrow in that striker position, and we have some ideas that the players are aware of, and it'll be clear for everyone before the game in how we believe we can get the best out of that position.
Okay, so question for ITE. The question for coach is that China has, after China played with Australia, it's been several months, and China has played 4 games. What's your impression of Team China during their 4 games? And what kind of changes have you seen on Team China?
Yes, since we've played them, they had a couple of very good wins, which put them in a position that they can also qualify for the World Cup, as we're all aiming to do. We watched them, their matches. We also saw their recent game against Saudi Arabia, where they had a player sent off, and it was quite difficult for them. But we've seen a few changes in the structure of the team, but we can also see that their strengths still remain the same. And they are, a very well organised and disciplined team, which they showed very well against Saudi Arabia. So we know what we expect tomorrow. There will be no surprises. A very, very difficult match is what we expect, and it should be that way in a World Cup qualifier.
And the second question is for the player. And now you are playing against China in an away game. How do you feel? Do you feel the pressure from the spectators, so many Chinese spectators, or do you feel that you have the strength?
Do we have, sorry?
And the strength.
Ah.
Structure.
No, I think as a footballer, you want to play in games like this. As a footballer, you want to play in stadium where there's 70, 80,000 people. You feed off that energy. It motivates you. I think there's no pressure. Pressure is something that when you wake up in the morning and you have to provide food for your family, that's pressure. This is just joy and love. And the fact that we do this, we're very grateful and we're very happy to be able to play in games like this that are of very high importance and that are in front of 70, 80,000 people. And I think that's why we started playing football, is for games like this.
So in the U20 youth game, China had several excellent players. We don't know if you have noticed them, and they have also been selected in the squad this time. And do you have any impression of them?
Of the which players?
Of the U20 players?
The Chinese under 20 players? I don't
Yes.
know very well.
不是很了解。
But I'm very happy that you have the opportunity to bring through young players, which obviously is the future for the game. And we're also trying to win games now, which is important, but also look to the future as well. So I commend China on doing that.
Hello, Tony. Good afternoon. I'm from Xinhua News Agency. From the last match, we can see that when Indonesia pressed very high, the Socceroos was very comfortable with counter-attacking, and your side was very efficient in front of goals. So tomorrow night, will that be one of your strategy choice? And what's your target, 1 point or 3 points? Another question for the defender, Milos. We know you are a very experienced player in European League. So according to your observation, which Chinese player, in your opinion, could pose some threat to your defense line tomorrow night? Thank you.
Thank you for the question. A few things for us really in terms of the game itself. Depends how the game will play. Indonesia pressed us high. That allowed space in behind. If that happens again tomorrow, then we must look to exploit that space. If it's a different type of game and we have to build up, we have to be able to adapt to the situation. And I can't predict how the game will go tomorrow, but I know the players are very calm and comfortable in whichever scenario presents itself, that we can deal with that and find a solution. So I'm confident we can do that. And the Socceroos before my time, and certainly since I've been here, has always gone to win the match. So we definitely want to win tomorrow.
Another question is for Milos.
Yeah.
And which Chinese player do you have the impression of that you think can pose some challenges?
No, I don't think there is any individual that's as dangerous as the whole team. China is very direct and organized in the way they play direct. As the boss said, they're very disciplined. I don't think there's any specific individual that I could say is very, very dangerous for us. I think China in general is dangerous because of the way they play, and obviously them playing tomorrow at home poses an extra motivation for them. But as the boss said, we're well prepared. We know what we have to do, and I think the game tomorrow is of importance to both teams. But we're prepared, we're ready, and we want to be the ones to dictate what happens.